Most of the people think they need confidence to change their life. They think they need clarity, but that is not the real problem. The real problem is the self image they have needs to be changed. And if you don't change your self image, nothing else will. So, today we're going to talk about self image, what self image actually is, and how it impacts on our life, how we can actually improve it. There was a man named Maxwell Maltz. He was a plastic surgeon. He noticed something strange. Some of his patients got their nose corrected, scars removed, and their appearances improved, but their confidence remained same. Their behavior didn't change, their life didn't improve. But at the same time, some patients barely changed physically, but their confidence skyrocketed. That's when he realized something important. Your life doesn't change when your face changes. Your life changes when your self image changes. And that's where the whole concept comes from. Let's understand this simply. Your self image is the image that you hold in your mind about who you are, and not who you want to be or who you pretend to be. It is who you believe you are deep inside. It decides how confident you allow yourself to be, how much success feels normal to you, and how much efforts you deserve to make, what seems possible versus impossible. And here's the key line: you will never constantly behave beyond the self image you have for yourself. It's not because you are lazy, or not because you lack confidence, not because you lack motivation, but your mind always pulls you back to what feels familiar. So, if deep down you believe that you are not that confident, you are not that capable, so no matter how much you try to improve, you will slowly fall back to the same level. That's why people self sabotage without realizing it. Self image is not something which is fixed. You're not born with it. And self image can be improved. And this is what Maxwell Maltz proved. Your self image can be upgraded just like a software. Not by motivation, not by pretending or performing. It changes by repetition plus evidence. And that brings us to this exercise. One thing you need to realize is that this is not a manifestation trick. This is not for journaling. This is a psychological exercise designed to retrain your brain. You need a pen and a paper for this. Write down what you want to become in present tense like it's already true. For example, I am confident and disciplined, etc. etc. When you write down what you want to become in present tense like it's already true, you're not manifesting or imagining work. You are giving your brain a clear direction. Most people live with vague desires in their head, and the brain doesn't respond to vague instructions. But when you write down, I am disciplined, I am consistent, I take my work seriously, your brain starts noticing the gap between who you are right now and who you want to be and who you are trying to be. Your mind naturally wants consistency. So subconsciously, it starts pursuing your actions to match the identity. Writing alone does nothing. What it does is it gives your brain an identity target. The brain needs reference point to move towards. It creates familiarity. Repeated thoughts become accepted beliefs. Writing works only when it is followed by actions. Writing sets the direction and your actions provide the proof. Why this technique doesn't work for most of the people is because it changes through proof. Your mind believes what you repeatedly show it. So, if your identity right now is that I can't wake up early or I am inconsistent, then your brain considers it as truth only because you have given it evidence. Yes, it is not your true identity. That's why small promises matter so much. When you wake up early once, when you finish one small task you usually avoid, or you do something you thought you couldn't, your brain registers that as a new date, and slowly it changes the belief from I can't to maybe I can. And this is why challenging yourself in small ways is powerful. Not to prove something to others, but to give your brain a proof that you are capable. Self image doesn't change overnight, it changes when your actions repeatedly show your brain a new version of yourself. So, at the end, you just need to start acting in alignment with the person you want to become. Because the moment your self image changes, your life has no choice but to follow it. So make a choice wisely. So ask yourself, if I would have believed in myself, what would I do differently? And then just do one of those things.